J615 on this very special Thursday morning here at Lilly Broadcasting and Erie News Now as we send along best wishes to our longtime general manager, Pam Forsyth, as she gets ready to head off into retirement. And she joined us live in studio this morning. As Tracy, we've known for a long time. Pam is a woman that basically 98% of the community here in Northwest Pennsylvania already knows.
At least.
Yes.
98% knows and loves.
Yes, that is true.
You know, Pam, you've had such a long history in the Erie community, but particularly right here at Erie News Now. What has been the highlight or some of the highlights?
Oh my goodness, there are so many. First of all, just the people here, you know, working with everyone. And I feel like as broadcasters, it's our obligation to serve the community. What I didn't know was that I would be working with such amazing people, serving the community. So it's not just me. Everybody jumps in. It's teamwork.
Yeah.
And oh, the highlights, I don't know. There are so many. You know, the food drives that we do, the coat drive that we recently started. Absolutely, 8th grade Tuesdays. I mean, I hate to even start naming them because I'll leave someone out,
Sure.
and you know, but
Do you realize how much of a driving force you are behind so much of that, though?
I don't
Those
know
things
that.
are happening because of you. I believe that.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's a team. Sometimes, you know, it's just the seed. You know, I'll plant a seed, and then everybody says, "Oh, what about this or that?" And you know, the team that we have here, the managers, the coworkers, the behind the scenes, which is where I'm used to being, and not on this side of the camera.
I mentioned that, you know, 97% of the community knows,
98.
yeah, 98, but for the 2% uninitiated, tell folks about your time here at WICU. You started all the way back in, what, 1988, right?
I did, and I started in sales. I had been in radio prior to that.
Okay.
And got away from radio and just missed media, so
Yeah.
the opportunity came open here as a salesperson. So I took that, and I was offered that job, and actually was offered a job at our competitor on the very same day within minutes. And John Kansas, who, you know, was the owner of our competition. Right. I actually talked with him for quite some time, and he recommended, you know, he said, people retire from WICU, and that meant a lot to me. You know, they didn't. What he was saying was they didn't quit.
Yeah.
They didn't leave for other reasons, and that meant a lot. And so, I started here, and I loved it, and made great friends, and we just kept building on, you know, all the community things that we do. And then one day, the opportunity came as a general manager, and so I talked to Brian Lilly and said, you know, I think I'd like to throw my hat into the ring. And he said, I hope you do.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Do you think, did you ever expect to be a role model and an inspiration and a groundbreaker? I mean,
No.
You're such a great mentor for so many people who come through this building.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? Friendship goes both ways. And, you know, I don't think you can be a leader. I don't think you can be a successful leader if you don't know your people that you work with. And, you know, Mark and I have been friends for 20 plus years.
Thanks for limiting it to that. Probably a lot longer than that. I appreciate that.
And Tracy, I've known you in the community for a long
Forever.
time. And, you know, I don't think, even though we have competition out there in radio and TV, you know, we are not enemies. And that's important. And so, you know, I look at women as all women are groundbreakers, because we're still, you know, that ceiling is not broken yet totally.
Sure.
I'm on a board for the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters, where I'm proud to be on that board. But for a long time, I was the only woman on a 33-person board.
Wow.
Now we have 5, you know, and we're getting there.
Yeah.
But it's you know, 2023,
Yes.
and we're still purging and, you know,
Still plugging along.
surging and
Yeah.
plugging away, and, you know.
Well, it's a day-long celebration of Pam Forsyth here at Erie News Now. AJ earlier on kind of took it and said, it's not celebrate Erie, it's celebrate Pam. I feel like there's a lot of overlap in those two things, actually, because she's such a big part of Erie, Pennsylvania. We're going to continue to celebrate our GM, Pam Forsyth, as she heads off into retirement. Erie News